Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson of prepositional collocation, and in this lesson we are going to talk about preposition of direction. So this lesson is by me, Abhinav, and this is about me. I'm Abhinav, pursuing English literature from University of Delhi. I'm a football lover, a poet and traveler. Please do not forget the 3 R's and 1 S, that is, do rate, review, recommend and share my videos. And if you have anything to say, please mention it in the comment section below. So let's begin. So these are the prepositions that we are going to discuss in this particular lesson. So the prepositions are up, down, across, along, in, into, around, over. So these are the prepositions that we are going to discuss, and I'll be explaining it to you about their uses, and I'll be giving you examples. So in order to make sure that the uses actually you are able to understand the uses properly. So first up we have up and down, these two prepositions. So up is something which is above your level or above something, so that is the sense, the usual sense of up, but it can be used in other ways too. So these examples will actually help you to understand what are the different ways in which up can be used. So the first one is the woman is running up the hill. So obviously here up is denoting this direction, this upward movement. So this is the first case in which up can be used. He looks up at the sky. So here the movement of the person is not being denoted. Instead, his direction of vision or direction of seeing the thing is actually denoted by using up. You need to walk up the stairs to get to the bedrooms. Again, the movement of person is being denoted here, that the upward movement is should be necessary in order to reach the room. So that is another example of using upward, up the stairs. She looks him up and down. So again, this example has both the things. She looks him up and down, so she kind of checks him out. So that is the literal meaning that comes out of this example. So it says looking up and down is actually pointing towards the movement of her eyes. Her eyes actually went up and down and saw the person in front of her. The children love to climb up the trees. So again, this movement of climbing upward, so that is being conveyed here. Now let us look at an example of down, which is exact opposite contrast of up if we consider this direction. So up is above you, then down will be below. So that is how both of them actually are stark opposite of each other, also known as antonyms. So they are an example of antonym. So let's see the example of down. She is running down the hill. So this is in sharp contrast with what we had here. Here we had women running up the hill. Here she is running down the hill. So you can see the exact opposite that is being done here. The children run down the stairs. So again, the movement here, if we compare these two examples, the movement is exactly opposite. He slipped and fell down the stairs. Again, the movement is exactly opposite of up. Every time she feels ashamed, she looks down. So again, the movement of her head actually bends and she looks down. So again, this movement is being described by this preposition. The second set of preposition that we have is across and along. So across is used to state on the other side of someone or something. So across the building, that means on the other side of the building. While along is used to state someone or something is moving in one direction. So we may confuse the exact use of these words across and along, but this is how we need to understand that in across, the movement is from one side is used to state on the other side of something or someone. So across is used in that case, and along is used when something or someone is moving in one direction. So that is, they are actually pretty different prepositions used for very different purpose, but still there is confusion about them. So let's see the example and make it more clear. The couple is walking across the bridge. So the couple is walking on the other side of the bridge. So that is what the meaning is. It's hard to transport something across the border. So it's hard to transport something to the other side of the border. That is the meaning. He sailed across the ocean. He sailed to the other side of the ocean. So I hope this is pretty clear now. So let's see the example of along. They took a walk along the road. So this along the road is actually conveying this meaning that the walk was done alongside, in one direction, in a direction of road. Or it can also mean that the walk was done by the side of the road. So these two meanings can emerge out of it. She was driving along Main Street. So she was driving in the direction of Main Street. Let's sing along. So here you can see that a meaning, the word is used in a bit different manner. So let's sing along is something saying this means that the action that is being performed by several other people, one is trying to join in that action. So it's not actually a movement, but actually it's an action which is happening with comparison to all other people that are there. So will you come along to the party? So again, this use of along is different in this sense. So here also it gives a feeling of togetherness. So something is happening between two people along with. So I'm going along with him. So all these things are also conveyed by this preposition along. Moving on, we have these two sets of words, around and over. So I have discussed about over in one of the lectures also. So I'll mainly focus on around this time. The kids are playing around the house. So around basically means that the kids are playing outside the house and around it. If you draw a circumference around the house, a circular path around the house, so that is the area where kids are playing. So it actually denotes a kind of proximity to the place that is being talked about here. The place is house. When she saw him, she ran around the car to greet him. So this around movement is basically this arc making an arc type of movement, and the semicircular movement you can also say. So basically this kind of movement when is involved, we use around in order to indicate that. The dog walked around the tree, then sat down. So again, circular or semicircular, whatever be the motion of the dog. So in order to describe that, we use around. The whole family was running around the park. So again, this circular movement or whatever kind of park that is. So that kind of movement where there is an arc made, or a kind of area is covered which is in proximity of the place which is being talked about. So then we use around. Let's see some example of over. The young man is jumping over the puddle. So as I talked about in this lesson about across and over, I talked about that over is used when there is a height, or the level of the thing is above your level. So if that kind of motion is being done, then over is used. And if there is a flat surface, then across is used. So these are the examples of over. He leaned over the counter. There were over 30 people at the party. So here over is used in a different way, and in this sense over is used to denote the number. That is, the number is more than that was there. So This is another use of over. This is the another way in which over can be used. A bird flew over his head. So this is the traditional way of using over, in which you signify a movement that is happening above your level. Moving on, in and into. So these are also very confused words. So in is actually used where there is not motion. So for example, if you want to say that the cat ran in the house, so in the house will be actually wrong because there is motion. Running is motion, right? So the cat ran into the house will be more accurate than cat ran in the house. So if there is a motion involved in the action, then instead of in, we use into. So this example come in, when she heard the buzz, she walked in. So these are the examples. He's walking into the house. So this continuous sense is that the action is still going on, makes us write into rather than in. She puts the plates into the cupboard. When she walked into the room, she screamed. So this moment, let's go into the pool. So all these are associated with moments, and that is why are given this preposition into. So that is it for this lesson. I hope to see you all in the next lesson. Till then, take care. Bye bye.